Hello and welcome back to the channel. God of War Valhalla just came out and I've been having a blast with the game to the point where I can't believe that it's free. It brings more to the story, acting as an epilogue, and revamps the combat in a refreshing and new way. I'm just some guy in the internet and let's chat about God of War Valhalla. This video contains spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, well, you've been warned. The story. The DLC acts as a prologue to the rest of the game and focuses mostly on Kratos, but we do get more information on what's going on with other characters like Mimir and Freya, and some surprising characters here and there. As you progress through the roguelite, you will uncover more of Kratos' past as you try to make a decision for his future. The items that you find in the game often tell a story of Kratos' past, sometimes referencing older games and sometimes even giving veterans of the franchise a new tidbit on Kratos' past. One of the funner items that I found in the game was the Captain's Key. For God of War veterans, you guys all know exactly who I'm speaking of. For those of you who don't know, Kratos had a captain's life in his hand that he decided had no value. And this memory has been haunting him since the Greek era. The fact that they're bringing up these little tidbits here and there that are going to be great for older fans that are returning to the series and newer fans is truly a testament to how much they actually care about the franchise. The Valhalla DLC does an amazing job at closing the Norse saga, and at the end of it possibly hints as where the series will be heading next, whether they'll be playing as Kratos or possibly Atreus. I actually think that in the newer game, I don't think the next Santa Monica game is going to be a God of War game, or the next game in the franchise. I think Kratos will be returning, but in a smaller capacity. I would not be surprised if we end up playing as Atreus in a different land. Having a full game where you play as Atreus instead of Kratos would be quite interesting, and I am certain that if anyone can pull it off, it's going to be Santa Monica. Gameplay. This is a roguelite, plain and simple. You have to get to the end of the ever-changing dungeon of Valhalla in the hopes of uncovering the memories and to master thyself. At the beginning of each run, you will have to commit to a Spartan Rage and a shield. Once inside, you can find chests that drastically change gameplay. How drastic, might I add? Well, for one, there is a spear skill that you can unlock that every time you throw your spear, the next spear that appears will be imbued with an elemental damage already tied to it. And we're not talking about ice, fire, and bifrost. You get the full selection of elementals to your disposal. You can have a thunder or even poisonous spear, and man, can I say the type of synergy you can do by having a poison weapon and an electrical weapon is just it's truly incredible, the amount of creativity and freedom you can have in this roguelite adventure. I know it's not gonna happen, but I truly wish that they could take some of the roguelike elements, turn them into runes or equipment, and then bring that into the base game. That would make the story worth playing over and over and over again, just to get some more no-hit runs with these bosses. But do maybe a spear build, a Blade of Chaos build, including those special abilities. That would really revamp the game. Santa Monica, you heard it here first. Add those special abilities to the base game. As you travel throughout these ever-changing dungeons, you will find chests, and inside the chest you'll find glyphs. These glyphs will either be weapon-based, perks, stats, things of that nature. The lower level of the Valhalla run is all familiar places, enemies that you have fought before. Once you get to the second floor, not only does the map change, you also get a bunch of Greek enemies. These new enemies are not simply reskins, they are completely new enemies with different movesets and completely different AIs. None of these enemies act like any of the other enemies in the base game, and I have to say that I'm here for it. Except for the Minotaur and that red attack that it does that cannot be dodged. I don't care, I will fight you on this. That attack cannot be dodged. I have to say that the best part of this DLC has to be the bosses. I will not spoil this tidbit. You do fight two bosses from the previous game, God of War 2018, and you do get a brand new boss never before seen before as a final boss. And wow, do I have to say that this final boss gave me a run for my money on more than one occasion. Final thoughts. This 10-hour experience is a 10 out of 10 for me. I have zero complaints with the DLC. It does a great job at expanding Kratos as a character and shows you how much he's grown as an individual while introducing other pantheons, possibly setting up things for the future. The combat is a great amount of fun and feels so different that I don't even want to go back to the regular God of War combat. Santa Monica, you've done it again and you've blew my expectations away. I can't wait to see where the God of War series goes next. Preferably Egypt. Or maybe Japan. Let me know in the comments section below which pantheon do you want to see Kratos go to next, or maybe Atreus go to next. If you want to stay up to date on gaming and possibly anime content in the future, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I really hope this video helped you out make a choice. If it did not, well, remember, at the end of the day, I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.